All right, test us. Yep.
Bad dudes.
And we
vanning
are
someone
live.
now. Reserve time.
Welcome to Revcast the Pub, episode 1. This is actually a team matchmaking game, so it may be halfway
Dire
serious.
team pick.
We have Uni of Warwick up against Team Druids Ozone. They're already most of the way into the draft. I just found a random team match in public matchmaking to spectate here. And so we see that I believe Uni of Warwick had the first pick. They picked up an Abaddon and a Bounty Hunter at this point. Bans appear pretty standard for the current meta. I'd like to point out that Night Stalker is actually not in the pool.
5 seconds remaining.
And I'm actually joined by my buddy Super Packer for this
Reserve
match.
Hello.
time.
Are you loaded in yet?
Yes, I'm in. I'm watching.
Okay. So no really out there picks for this early section. I'm not sure who's supposed to be picking right now. The pick thing appears to be slightly bugged.
Warwick is.
Yeah, the arrow's just going down. So it looks like Druids might have had first pick. I'm not really sure. I think my UI is slightly bugged here. We'll just see who picks now and make sure. I think it's Warwick with this pick and that Druids had first pick. They'd have to have if Warwick's picking now. Because you only get the first pick, then you get the other last picks. Anyways, see Elder Titan, Lich banned out, OD banned out, and Clockwork banned out. Clockwork's become a rising hero in popularity, but there's another rising popularity.
Radiant team pick.
It's Crystal Maiden.
Ooh,
Pug-
and immediately followed by a Pug.
Dire
Oh,
team
this is gonna be
That's
fun.
gonna hurt.
You see how they have the Juggernaut? Well, the
Yeah.
Juggernaut can go magic immune with Blade Fury. And then he can also get Fizz immune with Pugna's Decrepify if needed.
Yeah, so it looks like we're gonna be seeing him as their hard carry, although.
Well, we don't really have anything to say for that. The current meta is revolving around 2-1-2
5
lanes.
seconds remaining.
So he could just be their like semi-carry, like him and Venomancer with Venomancer
Reserve
slows
time.
in. I think they're Radiant, so we're gonna say top lane.
Anti-mage.
Yeah. There's
Could
the
go up
anti-
against an
Radiant
anti-mage
team
Crystal
pick.
Maiden lane. Wouldn't be the easiest thing in the world, seeing as Juggernaut has quite a low mana pool. We're seeing Shadow Shaman.
Dire team banned.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that either Shadow Shaman or Pugna is their mid. Because these heroes recently, especially in Chinese Dota, have risen in popularity as mids.
Yeah,
Shadow
Pugna
Shaman's giving you-
especially.
Oh, go
because
ahead.
of the
5
huge
seconds
buff to his
remaining.
ultimate, he's now a very powerful pick.
Yeah. In fact,
Reserve
I wouldn't have
time.
been surprised if Warwick picked up the anti-mage, because they didn't want Druids to have the anti-mage. Because if they lock down
Radiant team banned.
an enemy long enough and Pugna drains him, that hero can end up having no mana, and then anti-mage ults them.
And that. Yeah.
And
that-
that's all she wrote, right there. But we probably still need to see another late game carry come out of Ozone.
5 seconds remaining.
We're gonna either see a late game carry come out as insurance against
Reserve time.
the anti-mage, or they're gonna have a another early game aggression hero like I don't even know at this point. The Druid ban from Warwick is kind of interesting, though. And the Queen of Pain ban's pretty interesting from
team
Ozone. Warwick still needs a mid,
Yeah.
and Queen of Pain does well against Pugna, even with Nether Ward.
Warwick's gonna take their time on their last pick here.
Yeah, they've been taking their time quite a bit. Oh, on the side of Warwick, though, we do have Sika, Tyrax, Danny, Perhap, not perhaps, just the singular Perhap, Cassius Chrome,
5
and
seconds
can I get
remaining.
some Psycha? Then on the side of Druids, we actually have Shoko,
Reserve time.
Useless Money, Monkey, hashtag Shodota, Ayawi, Chinese letters, Crimea River, and then we have Element. Druids appears to be a serious team because they actually have logos. Warwick, not as much, but you never know. And so far, this looks like a viable pocket strat. So they're gonna pick the
Ooh, a
Shadow
Shadow Fiend pickup.
One of Druid's players just disconnected. I hope that wasn't their captain.
Witch Doctor.
Okay, it wasn't.
And the Witch Doctor pick.
What? I'm interested to see how this plays out. We don't see Witch Doctor in competitive play for sure, but I mean, we might see carry Witch Doctor.
We might be seeing a carry Venomancer here.
Yeah. We're just gonna have to see their starting items.
Yeah, that should clarify.
All right. Oh, whoa! I need to take off directive camera. Okay, so once again, let's introduce the teams. We have. Oh God, what was their name? Warwick, we'll call them, on the Dire side. With Sika on the support Crystal Maiden. Perhap on the Shadow Fiend with a Wraith Band starting off. Very greedy build, no bottle looking to pick up there. Cassius Chrome on the Abaddon. Can I get some Psycha on the obviously carry Anti-Mage, and Danny on the Bounty Hunter. So it looks like they're actually going to try to tri-lane this. Or possibly Crystal Maiden Jungle. Meanwhile, we have an aggressive tri-lane coming out from Druid, so it's going to be a Pugna solo safe, a Shadow Shaman mid, and an
30
aggressive
seconds.
tri-lane with Witch Doctor, Juggernaut, and Venomancer.
It's a pretty interesting setup, but their offensive tri-lane here seems to be really strong, especially with the Witch Doctor stun and the
Yeah.
poison from Venomancer.
And the damage over time between Maledict and Venomancer is going to be ridiculous.
And on top of that, a Blade Fury.
Yeah. The only thing is, if Witch Doctor can't land Maledict, they're going to be screwed, because he also has their only
Time
stun.
to get angry with each other.
Meanwhile, though, there's a very defensive setup here. I'm not sure what this Anti-Mage is doing. It looks like he's just going back to creep block.
Boom! Welcome to
Yeah.
Panflax's Guide to Being a Dota 2 Announcer.
But, like, they can dispel things with Aphotic Shield. Crystal Maiden can very well defend Anti-Mage. Not to mention give extra mana to her entire team. Which Crystal Maiden's a nice pickup when you already have a Bounty Hunter.
Very, very nice.
Because Bounty Hunter's a hero who likes to have mana. Meanwhile, mid, I think we're going to see the Shadow Fiend kind of dominate this Shaman in the matchup.
No.
It's just going to be interesting to watch. He's actually already a little ahead in last hits. Meanwhile, we have a bit of action going on top. We got Can I Get Some Psycho taking hits? But they're going to back off, it looks like. Element actually taking some big hits from the Abaddon. Of course, Abaddon has quite a bit of base damage in comparison to other heroes. And just starting to play really passive. We see Shadow Fiend getting pushed back mid. Pretty defensive wards placed. Nothing too out of the ordinary just yet, other than the picks.
Yeah, we have a very offensive tri-lane,
bottom.
but defensiveness of the defensive tri-lane is very much there because Abaddon, he can pretty much constantly use his shield because Crystal Maiden will be supplying
Yeah.
with mana soon enough.
Once Crystal Maiden gets that Arcane Aura, Abaddon's going to have enough mana to keep spamming. He may not even grab Soul Ring. Meanwhile at bot, we've got Pugna. He's picked up a Sentry and gone ahead and placed it down for the Bounty Hunter. Bounty, though, being pushed back a bit. The downside to laning Pugna is that he doesn't get his farm quick. And he's a support, but he needs an item or level advantage to get that. And Bounty's actually leading last hits right now, but overall the teams are very even. It seems Shadow Fiend gonna be bottling up, or just picking up a regen rune. Still not enough money for that bottle yet. Meanwhile, Shaman already has his. And we're seeing Shaman mid come up as a very nice position for him, because he can get his Serpent Wards very fast, and instead of ganking heroes, he ganks towers. Meanwhile, up top, we've got Crystal Maiden being dived. Oh, it looks like Jug's gonna fall instead, though. Anti-Mage gonna be forced to blink back, and both heroes are gonna make it out alive. Just barely, though. Pugna, meanwhile, using his Nether Blast just to keep getting... Oh,
and I didn't miss it.
I barely saw it. Shadow Fiend just killed Shadow Shaman. That's going to put him up at 20 souls at 3 minutes. He is in
but he's going to
great
be
shape
hindered
here.
because of his level scaling there. He grabbed at early levels of Shadow Rays in order to get that kill.
Yeah. So he would have more. Meanwhile, the Courier is bringing him both boots and a bottle, while the Shaman doesn't have his boots yet. Meanwhile, though, we do see a smoke gank coming out from Element. Useless Monkey coming alongside him, but they're just going to back off as Shadow Fiend backs to pick up his bottle. Bounty Hunter, meanwhile, bot going to clean up Pugna, only barely, it looks like. Pugna picking up his boots before he dies. And we're probably going to see him try to TP back to lane really quickly.
Yeah, a large downside of Pugna is his extremely low health. He is very susceptible to Bounty Hunter, especially if you can't see him coming.
Yeah, and if Bounty gets a Deso, he's eventually going to probably be able to one-hit this Pugna. Unless Pugna builds something out of the ordinary. We've seen Pugna pick up Atos, and just other strange things. Well, not strange things, just mostly int items. He loves picking up Scepter because that removes the cooldown and gives him extra range. Shaman, meanwhile, going to be getting a DD rune. And the Courier going to bring him boots as well. He's looking to go in on perhaps, I believe. Oh, meanwhile up top, diving way past the tower. Witch Doctor's running low, but he's got his aura going to heal. Meanwhile, Juggernaut.
We'll see if Juggernaut can pick up the kill. There's the freeze from Crystal Maiden.
Oh! He turns off the south.
It's gonna be
Is
close,
he gonna get it?
but the heal from
He
Abaddon.
could get Abaddon too, though. Abaddon healing her main. Abaddon dropped to really low health. Oh, okay. So he's gonna clean up Abaddon. Meanwhile, over here on the Anti-Mage, Anti-Mage chasing Crystal Maiden around the Crystal Witch Doctor Maiden around the trees,
bottom tower
and he's gonna end up falling. So in the end, we see 4 kills on the side of what are they called? Warwick. And 2 kills on the side of Druids. However, Druids has the farm advantage right now. Their Shaman is 25-5 despite dying once. And their Pugna is 26-3. He's actually, as soon as he's left alone in this lane, once Bounty Hunter's got track and he's roaming, Pugna starts pushing this tower instantly.
Dire's bottom tower is under
He's not going to waste any time with that.
There goes the tower.
And he's going to take it.
That bottom tower you bad dudes had was crap anyway.
So looking at Golden XP, Gold is just ahead for Druids with that tower kill.
We have Bounty Hunter coming up here for a gank.
Oh.
Element has low health. Anti-Mage chase them down.
Anti-Mage
Anti-Mage will get the
gonna
kill,
get it,
but oh, and
but
no
he's gonna
blink
blink
out of
back. Oh, Jug dropping really low here. Tracks out on him,
there. Magic Wand gonna bring
They're
it back
gonna be
up.
fine, yeah.
He's gonna be okay.
and he has that
Anti-Mage
point in
getting out of
healing
there
ward
now.
just in case.
It was a well executed play by Warwick.
Yeah,
Getting
it
that
looks like
track is very important.
we've got
And
useless
Anti-Mage
monkey-
gonna
oh,
dive
no.
this. I don't know if he can
Anti-Mage
take
coming
it.
in.
He's gonna have to get out of there. He gets the kill.
Oh.
Bounty Hunter do the Abaddon with the
Yeah.
shield. It's a very powerful combination.
And I know what Juggernaut was doing. He Blade Fury there so Anti-Mage wouldn't get the extra mana burn damage. Because unless I'm mistaken, yeah, mana burn is blocked by Magic Immunity.
Yeah, it is. Very
So yeah. But
Yeah,
this
no.
Anti-Mage is getting very, not necessarily farmed, but he's 3-0. Which, at 6 minutes in, that's 2 kills a minute. This is a happy Anti-Mage. Net worth-wise, we see Shadow Fiend and Anti-Mage taking the lead. They have the most kills, but next is your Shaman and your Pugna, which just passed him up. They have almost 40 last hits each at 6 minutes. No big last hit values coming out here.
It's probably because the game is going so fast. It's very aggressive. early
Yes.
on. You knew there was going to be some tension up here with tri lanes facing each other.
Meanwhile, Shoko's come back to help Pugna push this tier 2. They're gonna drop the wards,
Bottom tower is
and
under attack.
a glyph comes up. There's no
Dire
TPs just
structures
yet.
are fortified.
I don't
I
think we're
think
even
they're
gonna see a
get this
TP.
tower.
Dire's bottom
Shadow
tower
Fiend
is under
and
attack.
Crystal Maiden have TPs. Crystal Maiden gonna TP in, but she's just gonna get wrecked by these wards. Because as soon as she tries to throw something, Nether Ward is right there ready
Dire's
to catch
bottom
it.
tower is under attack.
Shadow Fiend
Hey,
coming in, but
forget
tower's
about
going down.
Tower's
Dire's
down
bottom
already
tower
before Shadow
has
Fiend even
fallen.
gets here. He's gonna try to clean up some of these wards.
Get a little
to get
CS
few
off
extra
of those
souls.
wards, but
But he can't raise because the ward. If he raises, he's gonna take a lot of damage. Crystal Maiden takes out the ward, so now he can use his Shadow Raise, but we're starting to see Druids take a lot of map control out of this situation. And with a Pugna on the team, if you have someone to tank Roche, which they have for sure in Juggernaut with a healing ward, oh,
Bounty Hunter goes down next to the tower.
beautiful play
Almost
by the
takes out
Shaman.
Venomancer,
Just
but not
gets
quite.
Venomancer right out of Bounty Hunter's reach and stuns him up instantly. But as I was saying, they can, if they clear out this mid tower, they can take Roche relatively easily. If Juggernaut throws down a ward, the rest of them tank it, and Pugna just life drains Roche. Even without Scepter, that's a 10-second. That's 12 seconds where he's not life draining Roche, assuming he has the mana. Pugna, meanwhile, well on his way to
Bad
mech.
Dude's
He's going to
top tower
TP
gonna
top, and they're
fall
looking to take this
soon.
tower as well.
Warwick may be ahead in kills, but that's not the name of the game, as Druids
Yeah.
is proving here that taking these towers down is
Tower is under attack.
very,
If you
very
have no
important.
map control and no ability to farm, it doesn't matter that you have an anti-mage going for
Dire's
either
top
Battle
tower
Fury or
has fallen.
maybe Vanguard. For their sake, I hope it's not
Radiant's middle
Vanguard.
tower is under attack.
Perhaps gonna try to repush or counter push mid. Meanwhile, just a little pressure coming on top. Anti-mage is finding farm bot,
Radiant's middle tower is
but he
under
does
attack.
not have much money. He's a 33-3 anti-mage up against like a 46-5 shaman. And he was in a very
Bad
defensive
Dude's
state.
top
I feel
tower
like their
gonna fall
tri-lane, while it
soon.
got kills, it didn't get anti-mage farm, and therefore
Yo,
it
Green Dudes,
didn't work
something
exactly
bad is
right.
happening.
Him
In your
getting
bottom.
fed helps.
Dire's top
And the
tower
DD
is
here
under
helps.
attack.
They're going to do some damage to this tower, but they're going to have
Radiant
to trade it for their
structures
tier
are
2 tower.
fortified.
And that's not a
Bad
great
Dude's top
trade.
is all nasty and brokey. Yo, good guys. Middle
We're seeing
tower
a bounty
below.
hunter who
What you
hasn't
gonna
finished
do?
his
Get mad or
boots
get
on the
even?
side of Warwick.
Yo, Green
right
Dudes,
now.
something bad is happening. In your bottom.
Oh, and if you notice the placement of the wards by the Radiant, Druids has got a ward right here, which you can't see, because pub game, and over here in the lane, they can see exactly where Anti-Mage goes to farm, and Anti-Mage is actually taking up the farm in their jungle. Meanwhile, mid, you see Blade Fury come out from Jug as Bounty Hunter pops in Viz. Shackle's
There's the
gonna come out
Shackles
from
on
Shaman,
Bounty
and
Hunter.
Bounty's
He's
gonna
going
drop
down.
quickly. The cast from Witch Doctor gonna try to stun up Abaddon, but he's gonna make it out. Meanwhile, Shoko driving
They're
inside
dropping
the park,
the
he
wards.
throws down the wards, and they're free to push this tower. Warwick can't come up behind them with a set of
Bad
Serpent
Dudes,
Wards
middle
here.
tower,
And
everyone,
Anti-Mage
go,
is
now.
TP'd back up top just to keep farming. He's probably still 2,000-ish from
Dire's
Battle
middle
Fury.
tower is under attack.
But he's at least got enough for the broadsword, I believe.
Yeah.
Claymore.
Both.
Either one, yeah.
Dire's middle tower. has
Meanwhile, that's another tower down for Druids. So gold graph is over 5,000. Experience draft is just a little in their favor. But
Dire's middle
right now it's
tower
the
is
gold
under
that
attack.
really matters. I feel like the
Right
teams
now,
are getting
Warwick
really...
needs a lot of kills and a lot of track gold.
Yeah,
That's what
the
they
track
really
gold
need.
is their way back
Bad
into this
Dudes,
game.
middle tower, everyone, go!
Very,
now.
very much not over,
And the
especially.
Anti-Mage. If the Anti-Mage gets this Battle Fury by 15 minutes or so, we're
Step.
going to see that.
There's a Shackles on Bounty Hunter. He's
They
going
do
for
not
it
want track in these fights.
The life drain on
Oh.
Shadow Fiend, but he's not going down. He's very low health. Oh, there's the stun
Oh,
by
the
Witch
stun?
Doctor.
Is he gonna fall? He's
There's
gonna
the
ult.
ultimate. I think he could have escaped that.
I mean, it was a nice attempt, sure, but it didn't really get anything done.
Ruh-roh.
And they still
Bad
lost the
Dudes,
tower for it.
ruh-roh.
Like, even if
Middly
you
widdly
had
gonna
killed
diddly.
Venomancer, that's a kill
Dire's
for
bottom tower
another
is under
tower
attack.
and less space for your anti-mage to farm. Not to mention, he had to die to attempt to get that kill off.
And there's Anti-Mage. I think he's gonna,
Yeah.
we're gonna see him fall here. There's the Shackles. The rest of the team.
Yeah, they could see him farming this whole time.
There's the Blink though. Ooh,
The ward
very
spots
low
him.
HP, but Juggernaut is coming up. Ooh, they abandoned Chase.
Yeah.
They want to get that
pathing here
tier
is
3.
Oh, and Anti-Mage is going to keep farming now that he feels safe. Not sure I agree with this at all.
Green Dude's top thing is about
Meanwhile,
to get
Venomancer
knocked
going to pick up
over.
his Arcane Boots and still has 1,400 gold on him.
Radiant's top
What have we
tower is
got
under
here?
attack.
Shaman looking at Scepter. Juggernaut looking at Scepter.
Going into hiding.
Pugna finished mech. Not much else. Meanwhile, Sika's going to steal an Invis rune
Radiant's
from
top
Shaman.
tower is under attack.
But this is a Crystal Maiden that's level 5 right now. I don't know how much of the Chinese scene you've been watching, Supa, but there's a Crystal Maiden without a Midas at 13 minutes. Have you been seeing that?
I have
Green Dude's
not.
top thing
They're building
is about
Midas
to
on
get
everything
knocked
in
over.
China.
No surprise there.
Like, that's the new Chinese dodo. It's
China
not,
loves the late game. They always have.
Yeah,
And
but
Midas
they're
just
making
sets
late
it up.
game instant. Like, there's been games with easy 5 Midases at a time. We've got 2 tracks up on Druids, but Druids does not care. They're just going to push right in. They're not using invisibility to hide or something. So all the track is doing is giving Warwick a little bit of movement speed that they're having to use to run
Green Dude's
away
top
from
thing is about to get
Druids.
knocked over.
Not to mention,
Druid's
if they
keeping the
manage to
pressure
get a
on,
kill,
but
there's some extra bonus
Anti-Mage
score.
is continuing that farm top.
Yeah, and he's being really ballsy about it. He's at 150 health right now.
Yeah.
Finished Perseverance still, I'd say 1,000-ish from B Fury.
There's the ward mid dropping out. Perhaps goes down.
Their mid tower for it.
Of the Iron
Bounty
Zone!
narrowly escaping that one. But they're
We're
gonna
looking
lose
at a
the tier
Venomancer who
3.
hasn't actually died
Middle tower,
and has
everyone go
participated
now!
in 7 out of 8
Radiant's top
kills.
tower is under attack.
And they just took tier 3 tower. Meanwhile, Anti-Mage barely gonna make it out with their tier 1
Dire's
tower.
middle barracks are under attack.
We're seeing
And
very
Anti-Mage does
early
not have
racks.
enough for Battle 3 yet. He's
Druid's
still
game
300
is
Going
away.
very
from bad
much
to
in their
worse.
favor. It
Now the
has
bad dude's middle racks
majority
is
of the
getting
games.
shot.
Oh goodness. I mean, Warwick's
Hey,
draft
bad dudes, your middle
was
racks is like
smart in a
chopped
defensive
liver.
sense.
Forget
I feel like the
about it.
Shadow Fiend pick was really greedy, especially when you know the other team has 4 supports. A nice rule of thumb for that is when you're drafting, you never want to have more than, like, if your enemy has 2 carries, the most you can have is 3. If your enemy has 1 carry, the most you can have is 2. You don't want to pick 3 carries. Juggernaut is going to end up falling. That is a track kill.
We'll see.
Anti-Mage picking up a double kill, so he's got enough for Battle Fury now.
Soon. Yo, Green Dudes, something bad.
And we
is
could
happening.
actually see a big
your bottom.
turnaround coming here.
It's very possible with the mid racks down. It's going to be a huge hindrance on there.
Yep, that's a
Something to come
1530
back.
Battle Fury on Anti-Mage, 70 last hits. Not doing too bad on him, especially since it was after treads. He's gonna pick up a Quelling Blade as well.
That's probably going to help him farm much, especially now that the mid lane's going to be pushing itself. Anti-Mage should have a lot of leeway in the middle lane because it will be pushing itself.
Yeah, he'll be able to get that farm, but the farm isn't gonna be much. They're 23, 26 gold creeps. Like, now any creeps from the mid lane are basically half the worth of a regular lane creep.
But it's also twice as safe, being that far up.
That is true.
in your
And with the
place,
Battle
so-
Fury, he's not gonna miss a last hit.
Yo, Green Dudes.
Generally. He's
something
actually...
bad.
Whoa!
Radiant's bottom tower.
So he
has
goes
fallen.
bot and actually takes the bottom tower, because tier 1 towers have no backdoor protection. You can just walk up to them and kill them. That being said, it's not easy. Shaman has an Invis rune, and he's coming for Anti-Mage.
And Anti-Mage knows it.
He's like, okay, which way do I go?
He knows it. He has a TP. He does have a means to way out, but where is he going? He's going to grab these creeps here.
Yeah, he's gonna try to skip these creeps and then TP out, I guess. But is he gonna TP in time? He's gonna have to TP about right now, because we got Venomancer coming.
Venomancer doesn't.
This is...
He's
This is
very-
Rat Dota, okay? When an anti-mage can sneak around and farm behind the enemy lines like this, he's looking for the courier, isn't he? Is he
We'll
gonna
see
get
if
this
he can
courier?
get it.
Oh no.
No.
Okay, they can see him.
They saw him, and he knows it. He's gone. He's gonna go TP top to grab that farm, definitely.
No, he actually went bot, but
Or bot, yeah, that's what I meant.
because we've got Bounty Hunter farming top. He's going to pick up a drum, but it's like a 20-minute drum. Meanwhile, I think Druids already have one. Yeah, they had a drum up on Jug really early. Shadow Fiend has a BKB and not much else. We're not seeing much damage out from the Shadow Fiend yet. And meanwhile, the Radiant is, they're warding up Roche. They're just going to take Roche pretty instantly here. In fact, I was saying, like, they should tank it. They don't need to tank it. They just have to break his Lincolns. There we go. Shaman can disable him. And Pugna can drain. Not to mention, they have so much heal between Witch Doctor and Jug. I'm just waiting for the drain from Pugna to come out.
Yo, green dudes, something bad is happening. In your bottom.
Meanwhile, Anti-Mage is going to push in bot tower, but... I mean, they have to know this is going on right now, right?
Yeah, when
You
your
would
whole
think.
team is missing. And
Pugna hasn't even had to use Life Drain. Like, that's how easy this Roche is for them.
Radiant killed Roshan. What's
Juggernaut
Radiant
picking up the
about?
Aegis.
Juggernaut picking up the Aegis, and they're instantly going to TP top, not even walk there.
They don't want that bottom tower to fall.
And it looks
They
like
wanna keep
Bounty's
their
going
team
for
completely.
BKB after Drum.
Yeah, BKB is definitely a smart pickup here,
Green
especially with
dude's
the
top
Pugna,
thing
especially
is
with the
about to
Venom
get
and
knocked over.
Witch Doctor.
I'm not sure, but doesn't Venom go through magic immunity? Whoops. No, it doesn't.
No, it does not.
Radiant's
So
Okay.
when Venom Mancer
tower
pops his
is
ult,
under
you pop
attack.
your BKB.
Guys,
That's
guys,
a
you
large
need to
portion of the
defend
ultimate that's
here.
not
Yeah,
affecting you.
and Pugna really can't do anything against you at that point.
Radiant's top
Like,
tower
if you get
is
trying to
decrepified
crepify
and he
himself
starts
or-
draining, you just pop BKB and you're fine.
some great work.
Pugna's going to pick up a Necro Book, though, and they're not looking to let up their push anytime soon. They know that this is their game to throw, and they do not want to throw it. Goldcraft still in favor of Druids, but not as much as it was about 5 minutes ago. We got just under 8,000 gold for them.
Anti-Mage
Experience,
putting
though.
constant
dude's
pressure.
top
He's
thing
coming back
is
right
about
now
to
to see
get
if he
knocked
can
over.
really bet
Oh,
this.
and we're going to see Jug going on Abaddon, or Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden's going to drop quickly. Abaddon
There's the
pops
Shackle,
ult.
there's the Abaddon ult, there's the
Really
Pugna
touching.
Drain.
Shadow Fiend with a
Abaddon's
big
gonna
ulti right in the middle.
fall.
Meanwhile, there's
No,
one
Abaddon
drop.
lives.
The Healing Ward and the Witch Doctor healing.
Oh my god, the
One's
heal is
gonna
just
ult.
insane. Anti-Mage gets picked off by the remaining ultimate of Witch Doctor
Dire's
there.
bottom
And that's
tower is
500
under
gold
attack.
for Pugna. That's going to be a second tier 3 tower down.
Bottom tower, you bad
No
dudes had
GG
was
call
crap
yet,
anyway,
though,
don't
for Warwick.
sweat.
They still think they have a way into this game, but they're
Dire's
about to lose
bottom
a
backs
second
are under
Rax.
attack.
And I'm sorry, but it's hard enough for them to push out of their base against one Rax. And against 2 lanes of Mega Creeps, they're going to need to do
Dire's bottom barracks
something
has fallen.
insane to get away back in this game. And see, they're just going right to the edge of the fountain and picking someone off. They can't even get in their own base right now. Crystal Maiden has wards on her that she can't place because there's no way to place them. She's gonna get stunned up. She's already dead. It looks like it's already over here for Warwick.
Yeah, Druids had an excellent pushing strategy here.
Yeah.
And the Witch Doctor pick definitely helped. The healing from the Healing Ward and Witch Doctor is just
Dire's middle
amazing
tower is under
combination.
attack.
Yeah, and there's been nothing to shut them down. The other real problem is that Warwick does not have hard stuns.
Middle tower.
Neither
Everyone,
team
go,
really
go.
has extremely hard stunts. Witch Doctor,
Yeah. Well, I'd say that Druids definitely does. Shaman and Witch Doctor. Anti-Mage getting a kill
Dire's
on
middle tower is under
the
attack.
Shaman, but he's forced to back right afterwards. He's not done with Manta Style. If he can finish Manta Style, they might have a way back in. They can't take
2
down
lanes
this
of
tower
Rax.
just yet because it's got
Huge
back row
encumbrance, and it looks like
protection,
Shadow Fiend's gonna fall here.
but- No, Shadow Fiend's gonna be okay. It's Abaddon that's gonna fall. He's gonna deny himself.
Dire's
Smart
middle
move by
tower
him.
is under
Shadow
attack.
Fiend's gonna fall too,
Why is
though.
this so bloody
Shadow Fiend
difficult?
falls. Anti-Mage does take down Drugs to Aegis, but that's all he takes down. Meanwhile, he drops so quickly.
Ooh, and then Pugna goes down very quickly into Bounty Hunter.
Bad dudes,
Yeah.
middle tower.
Juggernaut's
And
gonna
that's
have to
just
get out
a
of there.
natural
There's the
thing.
freeze. You're seeing another tracked kill here.
Juggernaut's just going back in. He's like, I'm gonna kill this Anti-Mage. He doesn't care.
And
okay.
he's not gonna get it.
He's not gonna get it
Bounty Hunter
today,
getting
but-
double kill there.
I mean, still, even if Anti-Mage gets fed, they held onto their racks, yeah, but that's their only racks left. And map control wise, if Druids wanted to farm up and get like a Rapier on Jug and a Heart on Pugna and Scepter and Refresher on
They
Shaman,
have the leeway to do that.
they could do that easily. They don't even need lane creeps. They have their whole jungle. They have most of the enemy's jungle. Pugna with the level 2 Necro Book. Bounty, meanwhile, struggling to defend against creeps. Just taking a look at buyback status. Anti-Mage does have buyback. Shadow Fiend bought back in the previous fight. Everyone else does except for Abaddon and Shaman and the supports on the side of Druid.
We have to keep in mind that most of Druid's gold has come from pushing down towers. If you look at the last hits, they are very far behind. Anti-Mage and Shadow Fiend dominating the last hits, but with all of their towers, the barracks, that is why.
There's still an 1100 gold lead. Bounty VC. Hoping somebody's gonna pause for him here. They kind of need Bounty.
Radiant's top tower is
Well,
under attack.
Bounty just gonna be confined to the base for now. Meanwhile, Crystal Maiden gonna get hit.
Everyone, go now!
Abaddon stunned up, can't heal her, can't save her. Abaddon gonna get life drained and last hit by Witch Doctor.
Dire's middle tower
Meanwhile,
is under
it looks
attack.
like they're just kind of giving up. Anti-Mage sitting in Fountain. He needs
Dire's
some
middle
extra
tower
gold.
has fallen.
He needs to get that Manta if they have any way back in, and they really don't at this point.
I don't think so. I think they're
The
going to go right
tier
to the
4s are
ancient
down.
right here.
Anti-Mage,
There's the ward drop.
or Bounty gets
He's
ward trap. It's over.
Anti-Mage.
They're not going to call it GG, I guess. Not really sure why. Venomancer, meanwhile, picks up a Necro Book at the enemy's base, and then just
And
ults
then
for the
dies
rest
to
of it.
the Anti-Mage.
Anti-Mage gets a double kill, but
Dire's Ancient is under attack.
that's a way late Manta style. It's not going to make a difference. Crystal Maiden finally finishes mech. As their Ancient is at
Dire's
half
Ancient needs
health-ish.
rescuing.
Yeah, Shadow Fiend's going to fall to wards? No? No, he's not. Surprisingly.
And it looks like Anti-Mage is going to pick off this Witch Doctor. Definitely. Yep.
Yep. Okay, so
Abaddon getting the kill with his shield, though.
are they not giving up, really? They're really not giving up, are they?
Fight to your last breath, right?
I mean,
They still have a chance, but it's very, very slim,
Ugh.
especially when your creeps are currently
okay,
hitting
here's the
the
problem.
Ancient.
They have a chance, but there's 3 melee creeps on the Ancient right now. You don't leave through the melee creeps on your Ancient when it has 500 of 4,200 health.
They would need like 4 miracle team fights in a
Pugna
row.
buys back and gets his Necro 3.
The only
Kills
way I
is
can really
looking
see
a
them
lot
winning
more
this
even,
is
though,
if
but gold is not. Experience is actually in Warwick's favor, though. So I honestly think they have the better late game, but
it's not gonna get to late game. I don't think.
they were gonna
25
have to do the
minutes.
impossible and literally defend against 2 lanes of mega creeps. And
Juggernaut all
not
taking down
lose
Shadow
that third
Fiend,
rax.
and
They
there's the
lose that third
shackles
rax,
on-
it is over.
Anti-Mage narrowly escaping there with 20 HP. Gonna pick up this.
This anti-mage, I have to hand it to him. He's playing like he played mid or something. Like, I'm gonna gank, I'm gonna kill everything in my path. And, I mean,
And here he
honestly,
goes,
though,
going for the Ancient
he's
with
done it.
100 health.
Oh, he should not be doing this.
And she's just gonna. Oh!
Oh,
Blink. Escape with the
Oh, he
creeps.
blinked
Are the
right into
creeps gonna
creeps,
kill
though.
him? Oh, 10 health. He escapes. And he's
Witch
gonna go
Doctor
for the
coming around,
jungle.
though, and he's gonna still fall
Dire's
him.
Ancient is under attack.
Oh, but meanwhile, back at base,
man, this is
they're
totally
losing
hurting my
Ancient.
mellow.
It's over. It's over. It's over. That's it. Well played.
You guys won. That literally
Alright,
never
this has
happens.
been Rev Castle Talk. I'm good. With Super Packer as my co-caster.
Alright. It was a pretty fast game here. Druid is playing exceptionally well. Gotta hand it to Anti-Mage for playing as well as he did, but in
I
the
just
end,
feel
it
like
wasn't
if
enough.
they'd had a stronger draft, it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah.
Like, they wouldn't have needed the anti-mage to, like, pray for late game. They could have had another support and another stun and made things really happen.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for tonight. If you like what I'm doing, you can follow me on Twitch at SPRevolution5 and YouTube at the YouTube video you're probably watching now. Thank you.